What up, world? It's your girl, Karma Ye, and I am here with another episode of the Artist Exchange. Today, we have the talented Pressure, Mr. King Slizzy. All right, I'm going to let him introduce himself in a minute, but he is in town, has a few things lined up, and he's here to share his story with us and also inspire the people, anybody else who is on the journey, looking to build, looking to network, looking to grow. So introduce yourself, sir. How you doing today?
I'm doing well. Yourself?
I'm doing well.
How y'all doing? I'm APressure, King Slizzy, Sharetta's son, the youngest one, Paterson, New Jersey. That's pretty much it.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining us. You've been on quite a journey. I did a little research, did a little stalking on your Instagram page, and I saw that you come from, one thing that stood out to me, a caption actually, was a product of my environment, but not a victim to my circumstances.
Yeah.
Can you break that down for the people?
I'm a product of my environment. It's pretty much simple. We all are products of where we come from. Until then, it's just the imagination based on other things we see. Like, what did it be like to be rich? But you don't know, you don't come from it. You know what I mean? So
right.
It's just a imagination. I am a product of where I come from, but I'm not a victim of where I come from.
Love that.
We got obstacles that we have to face. We got challenges that are built for us in our community. But that doesn't mean we have to fail or fall to them, you know?
Right. So we're not staying trapped in that narrative. We're using imagination, right? Visualization to see ourselves outside of those environments so that we can get to it. Right? That's what you're saying?
Nah, what I'm saying is that so we come from a product.
I got that part,
come
yes.
from an area, but we don't need to visualize getting out of it. We need to visualize making it better.
That part, yes.
You dig what I'm saying? We get told the story of getting away from it.
Right.
You just running from the problem. So it's like, you know, I love where I'm from. I just got to fix that.
Got you.
You feel what I'm saying? And not become the victim of the circumstance or the easy way or
content with it.
Yeah,
too.
So yeah, you know.
I get that. Being a resident of Camden City, shout out CMD.
Shout out to Camden. Shout out to my Camden niggas. You hear me?
But
What
being
part
a
of Camden
resident,
you from? My bad.
I'm from, well, I've lived all over. I'm not really from Camden. I spent my childhood years and I'm back there and I've been there for about a year now.
That means something. That when you in jail, they be like, you ain't from Camden, but you from Camden. That means
it's crazy. And you say jail, it's funny because the way that I had to transition back into Camden, I've been incarcerated myself. That's a part of my testimony. But my neighbor is a woman who was like a mother figure to me when I was incarcerated back in 08, 09. So it was just crazy like how it all shifted. And now I'm back and I'm in a different space, a different mindset. And I feel like you said, like people go to get away, but I feel like I'm here to do something in the community in some sense. Bring it back.
You're a light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You recognize, you know, I see your light too. I see
you're an Avenger, man. We superheroes.
Oh, I like that, Avenger. Right, I like that.
Yeah.
So you definitely alchemized your experiences in a freestyle that you did on Power 105.1, Power 105. I was listening to your lyrics and the way that you convey your story lyrically with the swag, with the emotion, with the passion, everything. It was dark for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard about, you know, addiction, the incarceration, and just like you said, just being a product of the environment. How did you, like, what kept you inspired? How did you come up to where you are now? Like, how did you shift your mindset?
I don't know. I just never wanted to lose. Like, I was always so competitive as a kid. It's like life be beating me up and shit, but I just never wanted to lose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As a kid, you know, my mom did her best to take care of me and shit. So it was, you know, it was just like a natural thing that when times got hard, I wanted to protect her. You know, I'm the baby boy, so
got you.
I wanted to, like, you know, step up and be that guy. Like,
yeah.
My father wasn't there, obviously. You know, in the freestyle, he was going through addiction. You know, my brother he the oldest. So without a role model, you know, you fall victim to a lot of things because you got to be the one to test the water. So he ended up in jail early. So my mom, you know, she gave it all to everybody. Like, she had taken my uncle kids. She had taken, you know what I mean? It's a 3-bedroom apartment. Yeah, it's 8 of us in here, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, that kept me motivated as a youth to, you know, to make sure she was good, to make sure she's smiling, you know?
Yeah.
Her baby got her, you know what I mean?
You.
And yeah, then when I went to jail, you know, she kept me motivated in there. Like, she was my light. You know what I mean? When shit got dark, when everything was like I couldn't see it out. And my mom was there, so.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful to know that, you know, you have that impact, that connection with your mother. Very important being a mother of, I have a son and a daughter. And I do see with, you know, the father not being in the home, just the pressure that he feels like he has to step up and take on that role to like look out for his sister if I'm not paying attention, or just be a leader in that sense, wanting to prove like, I got this, ma, I got you, ma, are you okay? So I get that and I see that, and it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Was there anything in that environment, because when we're living in these neighborhoods, right, these inner cities, we're not in tune with like the good books on the shelves, you know, we're not in tune with we have music, we have family get-togethers, you know, but everybody's on the same type of time culturally. It's what we listening to in the music, things like that. What was in your environment that made your mother such a light? That like, how did you see her show and embody her happiness? Like,
I don't know, my mom was just raw. Like, she was just raw. You feel what I'm saying? Like, she wasn't, she was into God, but she was like a gangster Christian. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, she was just raw, you know? So it's different. Like, you know, me and my mom relationship, my mom was like my best friend, my everything. You feel me? I don't know, she just had a light with her though.
Yeah.
She could make you laugh. She could make you, I'm talking about laugh till you want to like pee on yourself laugh.
I got
like,
you,
my mom was hilarious. You feel me? So yeah, you know, I don't know. Like, it's just Mom Dukes. You know what I mean?
That's cool. To my childhood, I could speak to like the keyboard. I remember there being a keyboard, and that is something that brought everybody together. Like, we mess around. Yeah, like just playing around. My dad would be on it. Looking back, now I know my dad was high out his mind smoking weed, you know, just zoned out on a keyboard. But back then, I didn't understand that. I was just like, oh, dad's spending quality time. As an adult now, I smoke, I play the keyboard. So it's crazy how it comes full circle. But that was something that kept me connected to music before I went into the system, which got me into, you know, writing therapeutically.
My mom used to bump Mary J. Blige, right, from 6 a.m. till 9 o'clock at night. And then she'd get into, you know, Lil' Kim sometimes and whatever else. But
got you.
Yeah, my mom was just, she introduced me to music when it came to that.
Got you.
And then the cookouts and things like that for the family, you know, that brought us together. You Spanish, so you got the keyboard. It only makes sense.
So I'm not Spanish.
You're not?
I'm actually black and white, but my stepmother, who is Puerto Rican, has been in my life since I was 3. So, you know, if they feed you long enough, you start to look like them.
Nah, yeah,
talk like them.
that. Yeah, you got the roll of the tongue when you talk.
Yeah. Also being in Texas at a, I guess, impactful age, like my teens, young teens into late teens. I was around a lot of Mexicans too. So
that's dope.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to my Mexican. My bunkie was Mexican.
They real cool.
He taught me Spanish.
For real?
Un poco solamente.
Okay, un poco solamente.
Estoy aprendiendo.
¿Qué es eso? Un poco. What's
un poco solamente?
Solamente, like only one?
I speak a little bit of Spanish.
Oh, see, that's Mexican.
Hablas más lindo.
So you learn from a Mexican. I learned from Puerto Rico. From Puerto Rican. So to me, it would be yo hablar un poquito español. Like yo entiendo un poquito.
Okay.
That's so different than what you said, but it's the same shit.
It is. I hope it's the same shit.
Right, I hope so too.
As long as it'll get me through. It'll get me through.
Right. Don't have us out there straining. We're going to find a way. Okay.
I could get through.
Talking about finding a way. When you move, how you move, because I see how you move. You do a lot. You on the move constantly, being creative, using your gift, getting opportunities. Congratulations on all of the opportunities.
Appreciate it.
Are you moving on like a schedule? Like, how do you break down your time as a creative?
So I try to plan out as much as I can. And then, you know, I just take whatever door God, you know, opens for me.
Got you.
I don't really stray from opportunity. I keep my pride in check and be humble enough to know that opportunity is just as good as money.
I love that.
I don't always move off a dollar. And yeah, that's it. You know, I just walk with faith. Like, it's really hard to explain, but it's simple, you know?
I get
just
it.
walk with faith.
You in flow, and the synchronicities happen, the energy is there, and then it's just like, oh, this was supposed to happen. I saw this. Yeah. That's how I go. It's really crazy. It's really
that's where
real.
I'm at. It wasn't. It was his plan, but it wasn't planned. You know what I mean? Not the way I planned it.
Right. But I'm proud of you for being able to answer to the calling and not getting lost. You know.
Well, I got lost. During my journey, I got lost. I ain't perfect.
Talk
I
about
actually
it.
fell off track a couple times.
Yeah.
So I go to the gym a lot, right? That's in life you need structure.
Yes.
And in life you need a balance point. Right. So the gym for me is my balance point. I can center my life back how it's supposed to be from going to the gym. Because working out, you know, it rejuvenates the body. It lets you, you know, get rid of bad toxin and it clears your mind.
Yes.
But I fell off track a couple times. Went back to jail. Got too deep into the street.
Gotcha.
Or got too complacent. Started getting a lot of money to the point where I wasn't chasing a dream.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I fell off. But like I said, the gym and, you know, your passion, whatever you supposed to do, gonna constantly call you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That creative passion.
It's gonna call you. It's gonna call you through life. You know what I mean? And you're gonna hear it and your heart gonna yearn for it. So it always pulled me back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all hear that? You gotta listen to that call and that passion that pops up. You know, you gotta follow that. Invest in that dream. It takes you places. Yeah. It's taking you places.
Yeah, it do. Having faith take you places.
Yeah.
That's all. You know what I mean?
I feel like that
faith.
calling is coming from that source that, you know, so dope. Now when it comes to performances, are there any rituals or anything that you do, like anything that gets you going? Like tonight you have a show in Philadephia, right? Yeah.
Shout out to Philly.
Shout out to Philly. Shout out to
Shout
Next
to
Right
Cartier.
Now.
Shout out to Next Right Now. You already
putting
know
this
my
thing into
boy.
play. Yeah. We building.
Big shout down.
Yeah, dope. What do you do before, like in preparation for these shows, when you know you have a full day lined up? What does that look like for you? That mental preparation.
So I try to get a good night's sleep. I don't really go too hard in the gym. Know what I mean? Not when I got a show. And I just try to be easy and just get into the words. Just remember where I'm at. And before I go on, I pray and then I go crazy. Beautiful.
So I hear a lot of spirituality and how you are moving, just being in flow, trusting, being receptive to the opportunities.
Yeah, I believe in God.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. Yes, we do. We believe in God.
I'm a gangster, but I believe in God, though.
That's the way to be. It's duality. I see a lot of duality. So when we look at your visuals and your music and, you know, you talking the street talk, you talking about life experiences, you know, and then when we sit down and hear you speak and you like, you know, you got to know how to listen. You know, and you're sharing that wisdom that you've picked up along the way. We definitely see the duality, and I think that that's so necessary in today's like influencer culture because it's too much of one. Like people are either positive washing and not really authentic.
Hey, not for nothing, right?
Yeah.
And I'm pretty good with my my literature. What's duality? Can you give me like the definition? Because I don't want to be lost in this conversation.
Yeah, duality is
throwing
like
out big words.
Polarity. So like yin and yang. Like there's both sides. So there's the one side of the spectrum and the other side. Full spectrum. Yeah. So we operate in that. We embody. We're not afraid to go.
We are a full spectrum.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody is, but not everybody is operating in it. Some people are afraid to operate in that duality because they feel like they're going to be judged or they're shameful. You know, they ain't. But I feel like you faced a lot of your demons. You actually said that in one of your songs. Like I'm close with mine. Like I know mine.
Yeah, I know mine. You got to understand that this world has both. You have balance of both.
Yes.
And you got to know when to operate in either space. You know what I mean? And that's it.
How do you know? What does that look like for you?
For me, my bad side come out when I'm invoked, when it's time to. You know? Christians, Bible, angels, whatever you believe in, right? Angels got to go to war. The bad side got to come out, right?
Yeah.
So I understand when I operate in mine, you know?
Got you.
But I try to move on a positive way, right?
Yeah.
I try to be humble and grateful as possible.
Grateful, that's the attitude. Know? Gratitude is the attitude that takes you to higher altitudes, bars. Yeah. No, that was corny.
Go ahead. That was right. I'm in there. Come on. She about to drop something.
You know? Hey. But in operating in duality, when I talk about other people, like these kind of conversations are important because I feel like a lot of creatives get lost on the other spectrum, not in their light, because they're influenced by all the things that are going on outside. So when you talk about praying, going inward, hitting the gym, pushing yourself, those are things that help tame, not even tame, but like neutralize that shadow, neutralize that darker side that gives you that discipline to come out and be in your light.
Yeah.
You feel that?
True. Okay. True, yeah. If I don't work out, I could get restless. Yeah.
So I think the message that is important here is definitely, balance the physical activity, harnessing your shadow. I call it a shadow, but it's the duality, and knowing when to move in it. I like how you said even angels have to go to war.
True.
I'm at a period in my life where I'm being like called to like step into leadership, and I don't really like confrontation, you know, but I'm understanding that people are going to play with you and people are going to play in your face and try you and use your kindness for weakness. And it's like, I have to really get into this space of like safe anger or safe aggression. Like, I don't even know. Like,
yeah, nah, you have
but
to.
that's where I'm at.
You have
so.
to, yeah. At a time in this world, right, where everything seems to be going bad, right? You're going to have bad people being risen, right? And the only way God can ever do anything is raise his good people. So you might not want to go to war, but you're strong enough to go to war.
Right, because we've been prepared through all
You
this
dig
shit.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, like I said, I'm always going to be the good side, but I understand how to harness it. You know what I mean? That's all. You just can't fear it. You know what I mean?
Got you. Look at it. Message received. Thank you.
Come on now.
Yeah, I'm loving all of that. Now, when it comes to giving back, how do you see that playing out in your journey?
So when I was in jail, I had a notebook. I used to write all my goals in.
Love it.
And one of my goals was to always, you know, do a charity. Every year I said I was going to do a charity, right? And it was going to be a school give back charity. And I started doing that. Then it went to a summer kickback charity, right?
Got you.
It's like, oh, you know, I want them to have sports and things to do for the summer. So I started giving that back. To Christmas charity.
Dope.
So, you know, I give back. It's just now I do 3 times a year. You know
That's
what I mean?
awesome.
Like,
so you already doing it. That's lovely.
Yeah.
That's
Hell
beautiful. Yeah. I love to hear that. It's great to hear when you're on your journey, your focus, you're being blessed and you're bringing it back to the community in some form. Like, that's really being an inspiration, you know?
Yeah, that was the thing to do, though, growing up.
Yeah.
The people in my block, I used to see them, like, always give back.
Yeah.
That was the thing to do. You know what I mean? Ice cream truck come through. They buy ice cream for everybody. If your rent fucked up, they'll help you pay the rent. If you need something from the store, they got a tab. You know what I mean?
Right.
So this is just the way the hood operate.
Yeah.
From the outside looking in, you probably won't understand it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you inside, you understand it.
Yeah.
My block could go to the corner store and say, you know, Pressure, put this on Pressure tab. I might walk into the corner store at the end of the week. He like, Press, you owe $1,500.
Right. Taking care of the community.
You dig what I'm saying?
I respect that.
So this is just how it is. Like, it was always a part of me. It wasn't nothing that was like new. Like growing up, I seen it being done. It got lost in translation a little bit, but growing up, I seen it done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The guys I looked up to, they did it.
That's awesome. And I love that we are able to have this type of platform to talk about that type of charity work, you know, because from, like you said, from the outside looking in, that narrative isn't really portrayed, you know, it's all violence, and that's what the media will push.
Well, it's all assumption, right?
Yeah.
These people ain't in the hood, so they don't know what's going on in the hood. Right. They don't live here. They ain't never been here.
Right.
You know what I mean? They see the end result of some shit, and then they put their twist on it. They not here.
That's right.
So inside here, it's a family. Inside here, when it's controlled and done what how it's supposed to do, it ain't that bad here.
That's right.
You know? We all go through struggles. That's just life. The rich go through struggles. The poor go through struggles, right?
It's levels. Yeah.
But in the hood, who in control and how it move could change a lot. It could change a childhood.
Talk
you know what
that
I mean?
Talk.
So, you know. In my hood, it's like I said, cookouts, right? Everybody eat. School clothes. Everybody kid gets something. I don't care who. I don't care if I don't even like the parent. The kid come through, they get something. They don't never got a question or go to a corner store and steal. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, this is how it operates in my hood when I'm outside.
That's dope. You know, I don't really see too much of that where I'm at in Camden, but I feel like to bring it all full circle, just in honoring how you move, like being gratitude, having the gratitude, being humble, operating in your duality, still ready for war, but giving back. I feel like that's why it's important for you to be an example and giving your values, giving your mindset to the people so they can know that they could do it too. Because it's so many creatives in the hood, you know, but they're not focused or they're not walking in that balance.
It's influence.
Yeah.
You know, you got a lot of people that got a lot of power, but who they influenced by is how they choose to, you know, mold their life, and they get kind of lost. But like I said, you know, it's time though, right? God raises people. I'm here for a reason, right? Right. So we need new role models.
And that's what's happening. That's the shit.
We need heroes. We don't need villains.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. I heard you say that on a song too. What you say, killer Killer Mind, Hero Heart.
Yeah,
I was listening. I was listening to the bars.
Got the heart of a killer, but got the soul of a hero.
Yeah. Dope. Now your visuals, I saw the development. Like I see the growth from 5 years to today. That was incredible to see. You know, you had the idea 5 years ago, but it looks very different. What is something that helped that technique when it came to your visuals? Was it the people you were working with, or was it like an internal vision?
A little bit of both. In the beginning, you know, you just trying out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
important.
You know what I mean? I'm trying out. I'm just giving people my business, trying to find somebody to capture the right visuals that's, you know, hopefully gonna put the energy that I'm putting into my craft to make it come to life. So through my journey, I ended up running across Ishel Vaughn, and bro been just like locked in with the visuals.
That's how I go, team.
He put, you know, proper energy into the treatment and everything. So that's it.
Dope.
And that's where I spend my money at now. You know what I mean?
Investment.
Yeah,
right.
Because this music, anything you do is time and investment. You know, you don't want to put your all into something and somebody putting, you know, 10% of it.
Yeah.
I mean, especially when it comes to your money. You work hard for your money, right?
Exactly.
You don't got time to be giving nobody your money and they playing with it.
Yeah, we're not doing
you want
mediocre.
the best job for your dollar.
Yes, we do.
All right, so.
Right.
You know.
Being mindful of the investments. Things that are, and I just want to bring it back so viewers, you know, you can capture the keys that are being left here today. The gratitude, the discipline, the balance, all of that, the investing, the consistency. You know, if you go, and I'm going to give you a chance to let the people know where they can find you at the end. Yeah. But when y'all go to Pressure's page and you see the development, you see the growth, there's still like a timeline. There's a timeline of consistency. Like you've always been who you are, but you see the development. Yeah. Did that have anything to do with your circle of the people you were keeping around you?
Yeah, absolutely. So inside of my hood, it's our culture though, right? Like everybody do music. It's just the culture. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like hip hop, R&B, whatever. It's just in the culture, right? And you got people that love it. So in my hood, we got people that love it. It always keep you there. It was my dream to do it. So that was it. You know what I mean? Definitely having, you know, certain people like engineers, my boy Maz, good friends that believe in you. Keep you on the journey, right? Because it could get real lonely. So yeah, you know, and through my journey at different times, I had different people there. You know what I mean? Because sometimes everybody not meant to walk the full journey. They might walk a quarter mile, a half. You know what I mean? So, but it was always people there. God always had people around me
the right ones.
Yeah, the right ones to keep me there. You know what I mean? So
yeah, we look at them other things as lessons.
Yeah, for real, man. How do you feel about support from friends?
Support from friends?
People in general.
When I was first starting out, I would get offended. I would feel, you know, disrespected. I'm like, how do you call yourself my friend, but you're not sharing my stuff? You're not buying.
Real shit, though.
You know, even family, too. But what I have found, so I started doing professionally.
Real shit. So I'm sorry. Real shit. Emphasize on family, too.
Right. It's real. Damn. You know, they look at this like like it's a hobby or like a dream, you know, and they're stuck on a hamster wheel of like, go to work, 9 to 5, go to work. This is too risky. I got to pay these bills. They don't have that type of faith in their calling. Yeah. And that's okay. But as my journey continued, I started to really believe in myself and put myself in places where people that just aligned with me started showing up, strangers. And that's when magic started happening. Yeah. So I had to stop focusing on who wasn't and understand that my audience was out there waiting for me. I just had to show up regardless of who was around me.
Facts.
So
you start getting the support you needed.
Yep. Let
me ask you a question. If you it's not a dark question, but it's just being real, right? If you die tomorrow, all these people gonna post your shit.
Right, and that's the fucked up part. Like, didn't J. Cole say something like it's a new rule, like you're not allowed to post nobody?
Because when you alive, right? Yeah. So this how it is, right? So when you alive, if they post you, it's dick riding. But when you die, it's called mourning.
Right. It's a lot of codes that need to change. It's a lot of things that need to be unlearned in our culture, you know. It's free to share. Like, it don't cost you nothing but a second for you to repost something in your story and support creatives like Pressure and myself. And I know they're everywhere. Creatives are everywhere. We talking about artists, fine artists, painters, chefs, hairstylists, musicians, videographers, you know, like all you have to do is support, even if they just have a simple cleaning business, you know, like support your people. We're never going to expand if we aren't the ones carrying us, you know? So
I got a flip side of the question.
Go ahead.
It was like a setup. I don't know.
Oh, you calculated, huh?
Yeah, because
Aries.
Right, so look, right, because look though, so what about artists supporting these people though?
Artists supporting who? The people?
The people that they want to support them. Because they might not be creatives, but they might got a business, right? A regular business, but they need support.
Yeah.
That's the flip side of it.
Meaning like artists support the businesses?
Meaning like artists won't post normal businesses.
Well, I'm not artists
they want regular
that you speak of, so I can't really
No, I'm just saying in general, it's a flip side. You know what I mean?
I mean, it goes both ways. It's community. That's the consumer, the entertainer, you know, it goes both ways. I feel like if we are giving back, I'm a walking billboard. Everywhere I go, I'm shouting out my makeup artist. I'm shouting out my videographer.
Real?
I'm shouting out my producer. I'm shouting out my team. I'm shouting out people that I know got something going on. Like, I'm that person because I know it takes a village. So
I could interject real fast.
Come on, let's go.
While you at it, shout out to my man Sports Team. Shout out to my man Rick for
let's go.
supplying me with the merch. I just had to cut in because you reminded me.
That's okay. We got to do that. Shout out to you.
Shout out to you.
I
gotta do that. Word up. And shout out to my man Rags the Richest.
That's dope.
Doing this thing over there.
Yeah, it take a team, and I'm sure they invest in you and help you be who you are. You know.
Yeah, I was just telling bro, I'm like, they give me their merchandise, you know. So
Yeah.
I want to wear it. I don't want to just take a quick picture and I want to wear it on interviews and
get questions. But like that's
the
nice.
Power 105, I had the Rags the Riches, right? It felt good to be on that platform, but to wear my man, you know what I mean? So.
And I feel like it goes farther too. Like the more energy invested, the more hands on deck, the more it's gonna be carried. Like because now you have all these hands who are also promoting and also carrying your brand. Like how can we lose when we're moving like that?
Yeah. We invest in each other.
Right. I love it.
That's the goal. That's
it.
what the whole question was about.
I got you.
You know what
How'd
I
I do?
Them posting
you
us.
respect my answers?
Well, yeah, of course. You just say you do it.
Got you.
You say you hold it down.
I do. I do my best.
We gotta invest in each other on a lower level to become the higher level.
Right. I feel like a lot of it comes down to when it comes to like the people that are close to us that may not support you. You really can't have expectations. You just got to keep your head focused and not be expecting people to. Like I said, the audience is out there. If you show up, they will see you. If you build it, they'll come, right? We hear these cliche sayings. So definitely invest in yourself and show up. The people are waiting for you.
Yeah.
We could wrap it up. I want to know what your values are. Can you give me 3 of your top values?
Family, spirituality, and I guess truth.
I love that.
Remaining authentic to myself.
Right.
I don't want to be nobody but myself.
Right.
I love who I am.
So I said that was a wrap-up question, but that just led to another question. So in your authenticity, right, me being somebody who, like, I want to embody authenticity and sometimes it's scary, how do you get out of your own way? Like, what does that process look like for you? Like on your bad days, but you know, you still got to show up.
You got to just not question it. Don't lose sight of it.
Don't
right?
overanalyze.
Yeah, because you would know you that, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You that nigga or that, you know, that queen.
Thank you.
And you'll go through bad days and sometimes you'll question it, but just don't. Fuck that, right? Because even when on your bad days, you always get back to your good days. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. You the same person. So I'm me. They gonna have to get me, whether it's crust in my eye, whether I ain't get a haircut, whether I'm me. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Just know when it's my best day, I'm the best at it. You feel what I'm saying?
That's
and that's
right.
it.
That's right. Now I'm gonna interject. Why did you refer to me as a queen and not yourself as a king?
I'm bigger than a king, though. I don't know. Like, kings is kings. We all kings, right? I don't know.
You referred to it. You was like, you know, a nigga, and then you said a queen to me.
I caught that.
Yeah. So I just want to.
I don't know. I'm a king.
You up here too? You know?
Yeah, no. I'm a king. I'm a little bit like.
Yeah.
So put it like this, right? Like, in this world, you got people that want to be kings, mm-hmm. right? And we all should be kings of our household, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You know, but like, what's a king to a prophet? You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know, so
let's go.
Like I'm just a little different. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't my role to just be the king, right? I was the king of my hill, of my hood, and fuck, I ain't like it. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't, you know, I did what I was supposed to do, but you don't like being king for real. You know what I mean? The people that you saving is the same people that's spitting on you. You feel what I'm saying?
That's
like,
true.
The same people you protecting is the ones talking shit about you, right? So being king is a hard job, you know? Can I be king? Yes, right? If that's what God appoint me to do. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But my voice a little bit louder, you know? King a little further from his people. I like being elbow to elbow. I like hugging my people and being outside. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's it.
I got you.
Know what I mean? But you a queen, though. All women are queen in their senses, as long as they carry themselves as a queen.
Got you.
You know what I mean? And
I
don't forget that
the breakdown.
Yeah.
I like that. Thank you. And then outside of your
one more thing.
Go ahead, do your thing.
And the negative outlook on the word nigga. Because I'm that nigga. And to me, all that king shit, I'm that nigga. You understand? You don't gotta, I know people play and we got this whole, I don't know who invented the good and bad word list, you know? Like, I don't know who sat down one day and was like, yo, you know the word shit is bad.
Right.
And the word thank you is good. And the word, you know, I don't know who made that programming, but we was programmed as kids, and whoever programmed them as kids.
Talk about it.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
But in all actuality, we was just speaking Spanish. You know what I understand? We just communicate.
That's it, a language.
As long as you can communicate, that's what we here for.
I got you.
You know, so that's all.
I like it. It's a very expansive mindset that you have right there. Good influence. I'm rooting for you. We need your mindset up here. We come on, walk in that. So what is something that you can give to the viewers, just off top from you to the viewers?
What camera I'm in? Am I in this camera, in this camera, in this camera? Every day you gotta wake up and know that, damn, I got another chance. Every day. Even on the days where you don't want to get out of bed, I got another shot at this shit. You feel what I'm saying? That's it. It ain't over, you know? Don't live your days thinking and talking like the shit over. Like living in the every day you got another shot of this.
Speak them affirmations over your life.
Yeah. Well, this is facts though. I'm giving you my testimony. I'm here. I did 10 years in prison. You know what I mean? I'm still here. I got here.
It's not done yet.
You know?
Yeah.
So I was homeless. I've been through hella shit, right? And I give you my transparency. I say we jump on stage to be judged. This is my life. This is who I am. I don't got to code it, you know? I can't code it anyway. Because God has put me in a position to be judged, right? When I was homeless, everybody knew it. It wasn't no hiding that I was a kid that was homeless. I was the dirty kid that was homeless. They all talked about me. You feel me? So I was always outside, right? I was always to be judged. So what I'm telling you is every day you could wake up and you got another shot at this shit.
Right.
And you could become whatever, you know? It's in God's timing. It don't gotta take 5 years. They could tell you it could take 5 years, but it could take 3 months. If that's what God wants you to do, and you want it to pass, it's gonna happen. You could do it. You know what I mean? They told me I couldn't do it. I used to be on the yard rapping like, nigga, I'm gonna be on stage. I'm telling you, they gonna be talking about me.
Right.
Like, you know, I got niggas in the yard rocking with me, but you got the hating niggas on the side. Like, man, now they gotta write me down. Like, Pressure, I heard you killing them. You going viral. They talking. Yeah, see, it could be done.
Yeah,
right? I was just on the bottom bunk writing, telling people
I'm visualizing myself. I'm just saying I used to be beating on the desk in the chapel, you know.
It could be done. Yeah. You know? Millions of views later, interview shows. Yeah, it could be done. You know what I mean?
It can definitely be done. If you invest in yourself and you get a little radical, you know, we're not boxing ourselves in. We going for it. So I love it. I love all of that. You definitely transmuted the journey. You carrying it well. You speaking what needs to be heard. So I'm rooting for you. And I appreciate you for coming down here to share with the people.
Had to. We on the road.
Yeah. Go ahead and tell the people where they can find you.
You can find me on all platforms. APressure. APressure 185 on Instagram. I'm only on Instagram and now I'm on TikTok. I don't have a Twitter or none of that. I got a YouTube. You can find me on YouTube, APressure. And yeah, that's it. You know what I mean? But other than that, you know, I'm outside. I'll probably be in a city near you. I'm in Philly now.
Right.
You know?
By the time this drops, they may miss that. Is there any upcoming events like in the next month or so?
We got Philly. We got VA. We got South Carolina. Both of the Carolinas. We got Orlando.
Dope.
May 20th. I'm supposed to be doing something in Cleveland for like this whole boxing match, but we gonna figure out if that, you know, that front end clear, and then I'm over there in Cleveland. So, you know,
That's
just
dope.
I'm outside.
He on the move.
Yeah.
He on the move. I hope that you viewers today pick up some of these keys that he is putting down. Okay, anything is possible when you believe in yourself and you walk in your truth and you're not afraid to be transparent, because somebody can learn something from you. You know, it's in sharing our stories and being authentic is where we make those real connections that help us elevate to the next level. So I'm grateful for the opportunity to speak with you. I'm excited to see where you go, what's going to happen.
Me too.
You know?
I don't know. You know, I'm following God plan, man.
That's it.
You know what I mean? I got a new mixtape coming out, King Slizzy 4, though, if you tap
Boom.
into my music.
Boom,
you know what I mean? And this one hosted by my DJ Young Thrill.
Shout out to DJ Thrill.
We
the
got
squad
FI
here.
remix out right now, featuring Dre Marquise. That's killing him. You got to get into that. You hear me?
Okay,
that
I got you.
That
on the way to work,
R&B
I got
hip-hop.
you.
Yeah,
I got you.
You give you that feel back. And yeah, that's it, man. Summertime, you know? This is my season. I'm an Aries. Summertime.
Let's go.
You know?
Aries is spring.
Nah, I was born in the spring.
Oh, but summertime is when you outside.
See, I'm a fire sign. Yeah.
Right. I'm air, Gemini.
Yeah, see.
So, you know.
You fluent.
Right, I'm
everywhere.
outside all the time. We everywhere. But yeah, this was a great conversation. All right, y'all make sure that y'all tap in with Pressure and his journey.
Yeah.
Support the boy, support the king. Okay,
Yeah, shout out A-Roll
the prophet.
Entertainment.
Support
Born,
him.
we outside
On his way. All right, that's been another episode of the Artist Exchange, and we'll see you next time.